How's it going, everyone? I'm Wade. Welcome to Wade's Room. The gems I have in front of you guys are Nike Dunk CLs. And these three pairs are a part of the Jordan Pack. Not to be confused with the Nike SB J Pack or Jordan Pack. But those came out in 2005, pink box. Now, these also came out, or started to come out around 2005. So there's more to the pack. The Nike SB version was modeled more after the Jordan 1. The very first colorway was one of the Jordan 1 original colorways, which was the royal blue and the black. And the SBs kind of had that exact same feel, royal blue toe box, yada yada with the suede, and has been very popular ever since. Have brought it back in red, green, all staying true to kind of that Jordan 1 motif. Now, the Nike Dunk CL Jordan Pack, totally different. This ranged from number 1 through number 9. For some reason, they skipped number 5. I have no clue. You can ask Nike. yeah, I don't know. But they had a Jordan 1 that was very similar to the black and red Jordan 1. It was just an all black upper, red back. Pretty much it. Very, very much just a black and red dunk, but you could tell it was like the Jordan 1. I want to say that came out in 04, 05, but I could be wrong. It could be even earlier, maybe 03. I'm not 100% on that. They did have a Jordan 2, which, looked almost exactly like the 2. It had the little striping, had that kind of material that the Jordan 2 has on the sides of it. So, very spot on. And then here in front of you is the Jordan 3. I'll get into the review later, but I do want to say that the Jordan 1, the Jordan 2 dunks saw one colorway. The Jordan 3 was the first to see two. This black and elephant print and the white and true blue. So the Jordan 4 up next here also saw two colorways. The white and cement and the black and cement. Now there was no Jordan 5. There was a Jordan 6 in one colorway. It was like a all navy blue upper, white toe box, and I think white backing if I'm correct. One of my favorites. I'm always on the hunt for that one. A Jordan 7, very reminiscent of the French blue Jordan 7. And then Jordan 8, which now again, no, that still just saw one colorway if I'm correct. And it was maybe a black playoff colorway. It was all black upper suede, black midsole, red bottom, and the back panel right here kind of had that Jordan playoff triangle kind of thing going on. And then the Jordan 9. Jordan 9 only saw one colorway, and the Jordan 8 one only saw one colorway also, if I'm correct. So yeah, the only two that saw two was a 4 and the 3, but I think both of those were very well executed. Again, we'll get into the actual individual reviews a little bit later. I just wanted to give you a little more background on the Nike Dunk CL just in general. So again, these started releasing in, I want to say 04, 05 and carried all the way to the end of 07-ish. So this was a special pack released only at Journeys. Yes, Journeys. Like Foot Action kind of had their own special dunk release. You had your Nike SBs going, and Journey also had their thing too. For a lot of people, the Journeys dunks may have been a little bit more accessible. Not every Journeys got the Jordan pack. Not every Journeys got every Jordan pack or all the limited CLs that were coming out. There was like, I think if I'm correct, the CL Nordic pack, which is an absolute banger. They had like the Great Putty. They had so many good releases at Journeys. But the Jordan pack was probably the best, I think, out of all the releases. But that Nordic pack does come very, very close. Again, there was 8 total releases in models, or not mine, it's all the same dunk model, but I guess in inspiration of the Jordan model. And again, these saw the 2 colorways. You really didn't have a release date at the time, guys, so to find out about these, you had to go to your Journeys, you had to talk to the manager, find out when they were going to get them, and then just kind of anticipate the colorway. There really was no like press in terms of like ad campaign or stuff that was just popping up all over the internet necessarily. There was like maybe bits here and there on Nike Talk and things like that, but for the most part it was pretty much under the radar, and by the time you saw them, if you were late, they were sold out. Most Journeys only got one size run, if I'm correct. The Journeys here in San Antonio that I was able to purchase this pair from was at South Park Mall, and they only got one size run. And after, I think there was 3 or 4 of us, I was working at Champs at the time, all got a pair. They really didn't have much left. You know, we cleaned them out. But these 2 pairs here, I did not purchase there at the Journeys. I got these from at Always Shaded. Shout out to my boy. Thank you like always, Felix. I really appreciate this. Absolute gems. It helps to have friends that wear the same size. So continuing on with more info on the Nike Dunk CL pack. I know most people would like to have seen maybe the Jordan 11, maybe even the Jordan 12. I don't know why specifically they only went with the models that they did. I know they could have played around maybe with a little bit more, maybe had more than one colorway in each. I think a baby blue 9 would have been crazy, you know, if they would have done baby blue patent leather. And again, we'll get into the review and the patent leather here in just a bit. But overall, I think it was a great release from Journeys. Again, I know Journeys, it's crazy, but they had the heat. And now Dunks are really, again, like I've said, at an all-time high with the hype and Nike SB. I think these on StockX at the moment, right before we started filming, shout out to at Tim Press Play. He's been helping me out today, giving us some new angles and shots, guys. So shout out to Tim. But he looked these up on stock, and I think they were going for $349. So pretty pricey for shoes that cost $70. This pair did cost $80. I don't recall how much the other models that I don't have cost, but most of them were around $70 to $75. But this patent leather pair actually, you know, went up $10, which I don't mind. I feel the patent leather on this shoe is really good quality. I don't have, you know, the other pairs, and I wish I could do a full review of the whole set, guys. But I will say that not every shoe in the pack was of the best quality. To me personally, the Jordan 8 inspired Dunk was probably the least qual of the pack, you know what I mean? It was just, the suede wasn't the nicest, and it just didn't hold up to the rest of the pack in my personal opinion. I mean, again, I'll get into the review. This leather is, the leather on these is ill. I feel that if they just would have used a little bit, I mean, not that this isn't great, but you can tell that the quality was upped in these 2 pairs. But again, overall, great pack, and I'll go ahead and get into the review of each pair right now. So now we'll get into a detailed review of the Nike Dunk CL Jordan 3. This is probably one of the most popular out of the pack and maybe one of the most available. So we'll get into it here. You're going to see your suede toe box. My suede is pretty nappy, and that is just due to wear. They got that leather mud guard up front, carries over to the eyelets. You're going to have a suede panel on your outside. And if you can see there, I do have some signs of wear, some cracking. And you got your leather panel, suede panel, sorry, on the inside. Your tongue is going to be suede and leather. And then you're going to have your elephant print in the back. Black heel tab. Now, I know I specifically left out the midsole. You can see that it is yellowed. Now, that is not due to age. This particular pair was released this way. Most people ask why, and this is why. This is the Jordan 3, the retro from 2001. You can clearly see that the midsole has turned yellow. This also happened with the 94 pair and the original pair. So to pay homage, they released them this way, and I think they crushed it. That is one of the best parts of the whole shoe. I think it's even better than the elephant print on the back. Now, I know this gem. We can get into this review later. Put that back off to the side. Now, the inside of the Jordan 3 here on this Dunk is like a mesh. I don't know why they went with a mesh. It does breathe well, I guess. Foot doesn't get too hot. And the insole is just a black insole. It says Nike Air on it, which is a nice touch. Now, I'll give you a look at my left shoe just so you can get an idea how both of them look and how they've aged. Again, these came out in 06, guys, so they do have signs of wear, and I have worn them quite a bit. I do have some cracking on that left inner panel. But I think this shoe was extremely well executed. Again, if you hold them side by side, you can definitely see that they hit all their cues. And again, this is elephant print. The color of the elephant print, guys, is cement. A lot of people get that confused and call this cement print, and that is incorrect. This is elephant print, and the color is cement. I know, very, very confusing. Now on to the Nike Dunk CL Jordan 4. So I know you can see right away they went with the white and cement colorway. Again, I know we were just talking about it on the previous Dunk, but this right here is cement print. The color is also cement. Very confusing. People get that confused all the time and just like to help people out. So they went with the leather toe box, leather mud guard, and the leather is amazing. I like it. It feels great. I've worn them several times, and you see there's light creasing. I do wear force fields in all my Dunks, and all my shoe trees are from IKEA. Now, tongue, they went with the nylon, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite parts of the shoe. I love the red tag with the mesh, and it has started to age and has aged very, very well. If you take a look at both of my nettings, you can see how they show age. And yes, that is the netting on the Jordan 4. I think, again, crush this one. These are gems, again, forgotten about, and I don't understand why. Now, if you guys can see here, that leather swoosh executed very well. The leather is nice. But the real standout of this shoe, guys, is going to be the cement print. If you look closely, no, it is not leather. That is fabric. And in person, it is absolutely amazing. I mean, I wish they would use that more. I mean, even on the heel tab, oh, man. And they didn't give you just a little bit of that sprinkle. They poured it on there. And personally, I really, really enjoy that. This is also one of my favorites of the pack. I'm lucky to have most of the ones out of the pack that I like. Before I forget, the sock liner on this one is also mesh, guys. Just like the previous Jordan 3, and same black insole. I don't know why the 4 didn't have mesh, but it was cool. Some padding on the collar, guys. Nothing too crazy. The tongue is a little padded, but no, again, not the Nike SB. But I could see Nike SB releasing this or retroing this, especially because of the popularity. Now, on to the last one in the pack that I own, and that is going to be the Jordan 9. Now, last but not least, the Nike Dunk CL Jordan 9. All right. Patent leather toe box. No, not the Jordan 11, the Jordan 9. So, my thinking behind this, guys, is they went with the patent leather to give kind of that same effect that the Jordan 9 actually gives on that mudguard, how it has that sparkle in the original and all the retros. And I think they wanted to do that without maybe using the same material. Either way, I like it. I love Rasheed Wallace's, love the Nike SB Avengers, so patent leather toe boxes are always a plus. They carried it up to the eyelets, guys. Really like that as well. These laces are from Lace Lab. This is a lace swap. It comes with flat black laces. And I just felt the Jordan 9 already has rope laces. Why not throw them on there? And I really, really think it adds to the shoe. It gives it a little bit more character. I love the neoprene tongue and sock liner, guys. When the Jordan 9 came out, it was around the same time the Nike Huaraches were out. And it was something Nike was using. It had that booty, kind of that sock feel like the Jordan 8 and the Jordan 7. So one thing I like, I love all three of those models, but I love that, it gives you that feel when you're putting in the shoe, when you're putting on the shoe and putting in the shoe. But, yeah, and it's tongue all the way, both sides. They didn't cheat you out. But I do not like the insole. It's like a weird mesh, and over age it kind of slides. I guess comes unglued. I do not enjoy that part. Now, the back heel tab, I don't know why they went with this crosses pattern or this checkered pattern. If you guys have any clue, please let me know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I wish they would have gone with maybe the embossed, like off the sole, maybe the 1994 or like the star patterns. But patent leather heel tab definitely makes up for it. Cherry on top, the red stitching, the red tag. I mean, the leather on the side panels and the swoosh guys is tumble dried to perfection. This out of the pack I think retailed at $80 if I'm correct. The others were at $70. So for 10 more bucks, you got the patent and the tumble dried leather. I would have gladly paid $10 more on all the other pairs as well. I know I only have 3 of the set, but this is the Nike Dunk CL Jordan 9. Again, one of my favorite of the pack. So there it is. Gave you a detailed review on all 3 guys. Again, if I do somehow come across any of the other pack, whether it's through someone I know, or if I do purchase a 6 or 7, hey, things happen. I don't know. I will definitely do a review on them. I think there's a lot of gems in this pack. I think the 2 is really slept on. I feel that the 3 is the most accessible to people and maybe the most widely available as well. I think the 4 is too. I think having these in 2 different colors really increased the popularity, and then taking it back down to 1 for the rest of the releases kind of made them kind of scarce, which was already just enjoyment in itself, you know. You had to know the One Journeys that was getting it in town. You had to talk to the people there. You had to be there on the release day. You know, it's just, there's just so much that went into getting these shoes that it's kind of just more than a shoe, you know. You meet people, develop, you know, relationships, and, you know, you build those bridges, and it's just, it's a little bit different than just buying them online, but this was definitely a special release. I could definitely see maybe Nike SB paying homage and maybe retroing them SB'd out, you know, by stuffing the tongues and giving them, you know, maybe the new tooling or keeping it with the original Nike SB tooling. I don't know. I don't know if Nike will ever re-release this pack. I know with age, some of them may not hold up. I know definitely over time this patent leather will crack. Over time, the tela right here, the mesh, will crack. You guys did see, like I showed you, the suede is cracking already on my 3s. For the most part, I try to keep my shoes in a cool room. Try to always have the fan, same temperature, no sun, just keep it real chill. So they do age just either way, you know. So maybe they will see retro, maybe they won't. I would like to see it. And even, like I showed you guys, even if they just used this cement print again on something, your boy be in on it, because that quality of that stuff is absolutely amazing, guys. Usually they pop up on eBay. Keep your eyes open. There are some on stock, probably some on Grailed and Goat. Really don't buy from all those places, but I have purchased from stock, and I usually try to buy things that are under the radar. So take your chances. But if you guys have any questions on any of these shoes or any of the shoes in the pack or on any dunks at all, DM me, message me. I have my Instagram at SenseBeforeYou. I have my Wade's Room Instagram at Wade's Room, and my selling page at Second and None TX. You can message me on all 3, guys. Please follow, subscribe, and if you have any questions or like to see something reviewed or legit checked, holla at your boy. Another one in the books like yesterday. Later, guys.